introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Cut. 180. 59. Watch the pass.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He'll have a first down past the 40. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Check, 59. Here we go. Check 31, check 31. Check 43. Check. I 24. Breakdown.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Now on 2nd and 16. Watson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They'll run here with Henderson, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Henderson going to run for it, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Darrell Henderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they're going to stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you try to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Target. Check 9. Check. Tight dog.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And some room to work. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now Leonard Fournette. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all it does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. On first down, it's Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll cut it out to this. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley. He scored on the ground and through the air. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 2nd and 9, Watson escaping the pressure right. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. But I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Get ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. And they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Nifty move. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Check 99. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They run again on first down. Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Fournette, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing on third down, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Catch it. 4. Kill. Turn up.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Watson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A first down run there for Gurley, but nothing opening up as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Gone. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. He's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the run, Watson going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Check. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Right here.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here's Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They don't go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Throwing on third. Gone. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Watson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. On first down, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing again on second and 10. Watson escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's second down now. A gain of 3, second down. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Break the come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Again they run with Gurley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
First down, Rams.
Here we go. Like 20. 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
On first down, it's Gurley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Here's Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Micah Kiser was in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Watson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. After the sack on first down, Watson, just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Third and long, it's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. They'll complete this to Ingram, is tied in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Let's go, team.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
And all the way down to the 26. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Los Angeles, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.